Nice well videos, Torrevieja, Costa Blanca, with all the latest news. And yeah, we've even got a new virus here in Spain. Forget the COVID and the influenza. We've got the swine flu. Oh my God. So yeah, let's catch up with all the latest news this week on the Costa Blanca. So we've got the doctor strike going on here in Spain, which is really impacting the health service. That's been one of the biggest we've had for over 30 years. Also the mask mandates, yeah, mask becoming mandatory in hospitals and care homes, and of course in some other places in Catalonia where public people are gathered. We've got the houses crisis, as you all know about. They reckon there's a shortage of over 700,000 homes, which the government, of course, as I mentioned before in previous videos, has got a major investment going on. And of course, we got the tax payments, the digital payment tax rules coming in for the businesses, individuals in January, which we've done a whole video about the new tax rules. I will post that up at the end. You can check that out, what you can transfer, the limits, what's going to get flagged up. And of course, is the biggest boom, of course, we've been mentioning about all the time, the boom here in Spain. It's going up as we're talking, and it's luxury homes as well. Foreign buyers are making up 60% of buying the luxury homes. In fact, foreign buyers are buying literally everything here in Spain at the moment. We're also warning you about these property scams. The police are warning the tenants about sophisticated property scam in Torrevieja. That's why, if you're looking for a property, you've got to come through me. Trusted people. We deal with top people, and we'll do it from start to finish, and you won't have any problems of being scammed. We only deal with simply the best, a bit like Tina Turner. And last thing of all, before we crack on with the rest of the news, is a weather update. Nice and sunny this morning, Thursday, but I'm afraid the weather's dropping down to 17, 18 degrees, and we've got a bit of rain on the horizon. Yeah, for the next 4 or 5 days, we're going to have quite a bit of rain, which we probably need it, to be fair. And the squatters, the main news, squatters here, big problem. We're always reporting on squatters, and the government seems to side with squatters, and they seem to have their own rules, and they don't kick them out. Especially if they've been in there 48 hours, you're stuck, and it's down the old legal route. Well, the Spanish government here is going to start compensating landlords. This is the latest news. For all the tenants that actually stop paying their own tenants agreement, not everyone will be covered, of course, but the government will cover certain categories. So if you get knocked, they're refusing to pay, they're actually going to start helping you. And this was all announced on radio. Pedro Sanchez, the Prime Minister in Spain, had a conversation on Friday, broadcast on the radio, and he said it will apply to people that are vulnerable, young people with families. So they will be covered under this new agreement if they don't pay their rent, and you're a landlord, you'll be okay. And it's going to be approved. The Spanish government will do a rule decree here in Spain, so as you know, everything gets done written in stone, so it will be declared as official. And the new royal decree will include the new financial protections for landlords and tenants who fall into the arrears, especially in rentals involving young and vulnerable families, as we just mentioned. And Sanchez said that the bill will also give town halls greater flexibility to invest in social housing. Well, they're not doing a very good job at the moment, because the squatter issue here is absolutely out of control. That is why we have squatter insurance, for that reason. And it doesn't cost a lot either. A lot of these companies do it. It's around about €25 a month. It varies from insurance company. But yeah, highly recommend if you've got an holiday home here and you haven't got neighbours looking after it, yeah, you need to get out this squatters insurance. You'll be covered. And this package will also extend it to deadlines for businesses adopting a new digital invoicing process. Another point negotiated that has yet to be materialised. But one of the standout measures is the creation of compensation scheme for landlords facing unpaid rent. Housing Minister Isabel Rodriguez has confirmed that the decree will be approved the 9th of December, which literally was the other day. Rodriguez formed the measure as a way to provide guarantees and avoid fear-mongering narratives around rentals. Well, it is fear-mongering, isn't it? I would never want to do a long-term rental here in Spain, that is for sure. Short-term, not a problem. You can kick them out. You know what day they're leaving. If they're booked a week's holiday, you'll be there the day they're meant to go. So you'll be well in the 48-hour period. When it does come to a long-term rent, of course, they're there for a month or 2 months, 6 months, or whatever it is. They're just paying their monthly bill, you don't have a problem, and then all of a sudden they stop paying. That's it, you've had it. It's down the road of the courts because they're not squatted. It's up to you to get them out. But she's also mentioned the housing minister. She's not actually decided how much compensation they're actually going to start giving. So Prime Minister parliamentary work is progressing on the proposal to overhaul Spain's legal framework of squatters, which they've been trying to do for a long while. They're trying to speed up the courts where it used to take 2 or 3 years to get them out. They're trying to get it up to a year, but really they're not addressing the real problem. But this bill, what he wants drawn up, is to reform the criminal procedure law to allow urgent evictions orders and also enable the recovery of the property within a maximum of 48 hours after complaint is filed. Like I mentioned, you've got 48 hours. If you've got the police there within 48 hours, you can't get them out. But yeah, if they're addressing the problem, great, because they do need. They're classed as burglars, really. And if someone's in your property, doesn't matter if it's 48 hours or 2 weeks, they're broke in, they should be kicked out. That's my opinion on it. I don't know what yours is, what you think about this squatter business. But it is really, really out of control here in Spain. And literally every turn you take, every corner, there's squatters. He's also saying that he wants to prevent delays caused by the last-minute claims of the vulnerability of squatters, allowing the offence of minor usurpation and or through the immediate trial procedures. Well, let's see where this one goes, eh? They're always bringing up the squatter issue and making tweaks to it, but nothing's really improved as such. Well, not until the day you can kick them out from the point they get in. Yeah, I know the opposition party want more done about it because Sanchez does seem to be protecting them, but he's come out with this bill he wants to do and yeah, speed it all up. As usual, always blaming the people buying all this property up, foreign investors. The boom here in Spain has come from foreign investors, the tourists bringing their money in. And if they haven't got enough houses, it's not the reason to squat, is it now? Come on. Because these people are squatting, they're not just squatting, they don't want to pay. And they're breaking in, or already in. They're refusing to pay, so it's nothing to do with shorter of houses. They can build on spending millions on these kind of stupid projects, and there's open spaces, there's derelict buildings they can easily reform. Let us know what you think. There are issues getting dealt with by Sanchez, little bit by little bit, but not enough. That's what the opposition party says. And yeah, the other main news, of course, is the big news. And it's, yeah, it's not the flu, it's not the influenza, COVID, it's the African swine flu. Spanish authorities are investigating in 5 laboratories about this African swine fever outbreak. And yeah, it's been confirmed Saturday that these laboratories are making the best efforts to determine the origin of the outbreak. And it's been detected in Catalonia. Yeah, the first case has been detected up there, and yeah, it's the place where they're saying it's spreading. And the scientists are now thinking it's actually coming from, yeah, you ain't gonna believe this, it is contaminated cured meat discarded in Cusura Natural Park. Getting that serious, they've actually employed the Spanish Army Emergency Unit to help combat the African swine fever, and it has been detected literally just outside Barcelona. The Agriculture Minister made a notable public statement pointing the possibility that had previously been dismissed. This indicated that this strain is identified was very similar to one that was commonly employed by laboratory research for infection testing. And Catalonia's research centre operates just literally kilometres from where the first one was indicated. Wild boars, and yeah, they found 2 dead, and there's 50 other odd boars that are wild that are infected with it. This marks Spain's first outbreak of this swine fever, whatever it is, a virus, whatever you want to call it, since 1994. Wow, we've got to worry about the swine fever. Then we got the COVID, and then the flu-influenza. I don't know, we're going to have to wear masks 24/7. Especially if this next bit of news comes through, which we were talking about the other day, how the Spanish minister wants to ban smoking in all public places, bars and restaurants, schools, literally anywhere where there's people around, and it has to go and be passed off. Well, it's already passed off the first stage, which is pretty worrying. Puffing on patios and terraces is going to come to an end, because it could be looking a bit dodgy for the smokers, because these anti-tobacco measures the council wants to address is already past the first part of it, and it looking a bit, like I say, it could go through. I don't know what you think about it, but it's literally coming up to the final bit now. It's got to face a full parliamentary process yet to get the final decision about eliminating the smoking outdoor business on terraces and whatnot. But it's got to go to Congress and then the Senate. Let's see what happens there. So that is today's news. Yeah, the weather's about to take a swing for the worse. We're going to get rain for a few days, dropping temperatures. The government's trying to squeeze new measures for the squatters. I don't know what you think about it. I don't think they're doing enough, to be truthful. And then we've got the boom from the foreign investors. The doctors, of course, have all gone on strike as well. And just before I go, I'd like to say a big thank you to Emma, who's just upgraded the membership, and all the other channel members who get to see all the videos first, support Paradise World videos. Yeah, big thank you everyone, of course, for the coffees and everything, and everyone that's been checking out my new website, which is down there in the bottom. Hasta luego from Torrevieja.